I probably spend less time on abs than anyone else you follow, like an embarrassingly little amount. And yet, I think I do okay. Let me explain why, because it might make some of you angry. Well, good morning, boys and girls. Another day on the golf course for active recovery. It is week 19. It's the second to last week of the 20-week cut. It is the last week before the powerlifting meet. That's this weekend. So I've finished my weight training for the week. That was just Monday and Tuesday. The rest of the week, I have the hard job of resting and recovering. So out here today, just golfing. Today is the start of my water taper, which, I'm trying not to taper for too long because I've heard that's bad. But I've been water loading for the past 2 days. So today I'm going back to a regular amount of water intake. So I figured it would be a good day to get golf. I don't really want to be golfing on days that I'm not getting a lot of water. So, thought I would film this and we would talk about abdominal muscles and how to get visible abs, and what my secret is, what the good news and the bad news is about abs. We'll talk about that here in a bit. All right, hole number 1. Let's see if we can get a good start today. Get in. Oh, come on. That would have been a great way to start. That would have been par, I think. So here's the good news and the bad news about abs. The good news is you don't have to do all the various ab exercises that you see out there to get good looking abs. That's the good news. The bad news is doing all of those ab exercises and stuff like that isn't necessarily going to reveal your abs. You can strengthen your abs. You can grow the ab muscles, but they will not show unless you get down to a reasonable body fat percentage. And the only way to do that, folks, if you follow my channel, the only way that you lose fat is to be in a calorie deficit, right? So that's kind of like the good news and the bad news. It's like, there's nothing like that you have to do as far as exercise, except, just normal training. The bad news is if you struggle with your diet, and you're going to struggle. So be in a calorie deficit, prioritize protein, all the same stuff that we do for muscle growth and fat loss. That's what you do. It's just the same stuff. So if I had to boil it down, it's just eat in a calorie deficit, prioritize protein, and do progressive overload. Focus on compound lifts. That's what we're going to talk a little bit more about today. I'll show you and talk about what my routine looks like to build muscle, hang on to muscle, and get down to a low enough body fat percentage to where you can see my abs. Get in, get in, get in. Oh, man. All right, let's take each of those one by one. We'll talk about the training side, and we'll talk about the nutrition side. As far as training goes, I see everyone out there doing 20 minutes of crunches at the end of every training session, and they're wondering why their abs aren't showing. What I do is I focus on my compound lifts, squatting heavy, deadlifting heavy, benching heavy. I do my other accessory workouts as well. But the secret to abs isn't a better workout. It's like I said, the abs show as a result of your diet, not the training. You either have enough body fat to cover them or you don't. I mean, we could just end the video there, but I won't talk about it. That's just about 80% of it. Let's talk about the training that I do. And yes, I'm aware I said do. That contributes to strengthening my core. And that's really what I kind of focus on. I focus on thinking of ab training as core Not necessarily like getting the best looking abs. When we talk about aesthetics, abs are revealed in the kitchen through nutrition. When we talk about training abs, I'm really talking about training core to help improve my performance for my compound lifts. Oh, sit. Gosh. Slow down. Don't go down all the way. Not enough. Not enough. Let's go. Roll. Stop rolling. Golly. Oh, still didn't give it enough. This hole is murdering me. So why do I love compound lifts for core work? Think about it. When you brace yourself for a heavy squat or a deadlift, your core is working harder than it ever will on a mat. Your transverse abdominis, your obliques, your entire trunk has to stay rigid, right? Under load, or that bar wins and you collapse. You're getting real core training when you do those sessions. Not just you're not calling it core training, but you're getting it, right? Think of it this way. A plank is an isometric hold. A heavy squat is a loaded isometric hold while also moving weight. Which do you think does more work? Ooh. Oh, come on, not enough. Kidding me? Jeez. Now, I don't never do specific core training. Like, it's not in my routine right now. It hasn't been in the last couple of routines. But if I am going to do dedicated specific core training outside of compound lifts, I keep it simple. I keep it intentional. First, I do the McGill Big Three. That's bird dog, modified curl up, side plank. I do these because Stuart McGill's research on spine health is legit, and they carry over directly into squat and deadlift, even bench. This is injury prevention dressed up as core work. Second, cable crunches. So if you actually want ab hypertrophy, thicker, more visible abs, you need progressive overload, just like any other muscle. Cable crunches let me add weight over time. Body weight crunches on the floor have a ceiling. You just have to keep adding reps. These don't. I mean, you can hold weights and do other things, but I like cable crunches for being able to progressively overload. Third, I'll occasionally throw in some like regular crunches or leg raises, planks, but honestly, that's kind of rare for me. So compound lifts, McGill Big Three, cable crunches, that's really the only ones I've done in the past probably like 6 months. Oh, go through the tree. Ah, shit. Whoa, slow down. Man, missing these 3-foot putts is killing me today. And so here's the full picture. Compound lifts build the muscle and train the core functionally. Diet reveals what's underneath. And a little direct work keeps the spine healthy, adds some thickness. That's the whole system. That's it. I'm not telling you never to train abs. I'm telling you that if abs are your goal and you're spending 20 minutes on them every session, you're solving the wrong problem. Fix your diet first, then we can talk about cable crunches. While we're talking about diet, let me go over the basics of losing fat. One more time for those in the back. Figure out your maintenance calories, otherwise known as your total daily energy expenditure. That's going to be based off of your age, your sex, your weight. If you have your body fat percentage, you can do that. And then your activity level, right? So, for example, my TDEE started out at 2,900 calories on this cut that I'm on. It has since slowed down to about 2,500 calories. So for me to eat in a deficit, I have to eat less than 2,500 calories. That's how I lose fat. I lose weight in general. If I prioritize protein and I weight train, I will hold on to muscle. Most of that weight that I lose will be fat and not muscle. When I lose that fat and get to a lower body fat percentage, you can see my abs. It's a miracle. Well, we got over the water, which is a nice change. Now, I don't mean to sound trite or rude or to make anyone feel bad if you're struggling to see your abs. What I am trying to do is dispel myths, because I used to subscribe to those myths. Is that right? Prescribe, subscribe? I used to believe them. I used to think that doing long hours of cardio and ab and crunches and all kinds of ab workouts was how I would lose weight and see my abs. And what I've found is that it's actually much simpler, right? That's what I'm trying to do. Is I'm trying to free you from these like really impossible to attain and maintain routines, right? I want to provide a simple solution, because the solution is simple. It can be. Now, you can lose weight doing cardio and abs. You can. It is a lot easier, in my opinion, to just weight train 2 to 3 times a week and eat in a calorie deficit, right? And then if you really want to do cardio, you do cardio because you want to, not because you have to, right? If you want to train abs, it's not because that's the way that you get abs. It's because you want to. Like, maybe you want to grow them a little bit. But if you want to reveal them, just do your normal weight training and focus on a calorie deficit. I just want to make it, I don't want to make it seem like it's easy and that everyone should be doing it, because otherwise everyone would have abs. But I do want to break down the myths and this idea that it's complicated and that you have to do things a certain way, or you're never going to see them. Ooh, I think we gave it a little too much. Still not too bad, all things considered. Coming from the fringe like that. Go in. Oh my gosh. Just can't catch a break on the putting today. Like, I'm not playing amazing otherwise, but nice to sink a putt. All right, so in closing, if you want to see what my ab workouts look like, let me know. I'll try and post some routines where I have done like the McGill 3 and cable crunches, and you've been watching me do deadlift and squat and bench as I prepare for my powerlifting meet. So if you are interested in trying to cut, this is week 19 of a 20-week cut. There's a whole series. I've been videoing my workouts since I don't even know, week 7 or 8 or something like that. So lots of videos out there on the 20-week cut. I'm happy to answer one-off questions too about maintenance calories. I've got videos on how to figure those out using AI, how to come up with a nutrition plan using AI. So see if I can remember to link to that. If not, comment, and I'll post it in the comments. But yeah, hopefully this has not been discouraging. Hopefully it has encouraged you to know how simple it is to reveal your abs, because that's really what it's about. It's not about doing a million crunches every day to grow and reveal your abs that way. It's about training like normal and being in a calorie deficit, getting down to a lower body fat percentage. Abs are revealed in the kitchen. As I said, this is week 19 of the 20-week cut. So as with all of my workout videos, we will do a daily check-in here at the end as soon as I get back to my car here, and show you what my weigh-in was for the day, what my nutrition looked like yesterday, what the plan is for the rest of the week. Let's just get a real quick check-in, guys, for today. You can see my water was 6.6 liters yesterday, so you can obviously see the water loading. Today I'm going to be trying to get back down to this 3 to 3.5. That's my normal water intake. This morning we weighed in at 182.7. That's on track, 0.1 pounds less than yesterday. That means I have 1 pound to lose of water weight. So I think I think over the next couple of days in the initial taper, I probably will lose that, and then I'll just need to maintain that going from Friday to Saturday. The nutrition yesterday, 1,800 calories, a little bit higher. Not quite 5,000 milligrams of sodium, but close. A little bit lower on protein, 121 grams. So you can see typical breakfast. The thing that killed me again was these scotcheroos. And now throw in, we've got Girl Scout cookies too. So I'm trying to still keep my calories in check. Got, nice plenty of protein here at dinner with the rotisserie chicken and some turkey bacon. But yeah, just trying to keep my calories in check. But a lot of those calories are taken up by these little snacks. Today is the first day of the taper water cut. So I think I'm still shooting for, 1,500 to 1,700 calories. I think I am going to shoot for more like 3,000 milligrams of sodium. 150 grams of carbs will be the target there. So not much different for calories and protein. Well, at least not the protein goal. Obviously, I want to do more than 121 grams, but not too much. The biggest change for today is the water going down from 6 to 7 liters down to 3.5 liters. And that's it for today. Today's Wednesday. Thursday, we're going to taper down the water a little bit more. And then Friday, depending on what I weigh in Friday morning, I may just keep the water the same, to a half gallon, or whatever that ends up being, 1 or 2 liters. And then, if I need to, I can limit to 24 ounces or a half liter or whatever that. I'm bad at conversions. I can do that on Friday if I need to drop weight, but if I don't need to drop weight, I might just keep water the same, try to keep calories under control, because that would honestly be a little bit better for performance if I don't have to cut water completely on Friday. But yeah, we'll just see. We'll execute the plan, and every morning I'll just kind of reevaluate to see where I'm at and if I need to adjust. So stay tuned for I'll try and do at least check-ins for the rest of the week with the water cut, and then we've got weigh-in on Saturday and the meet on Sunday. So subscribe to the channel if you want to see those and get alerted when those videos come out.